My name is Easton Scott, and today I'll be talking to you about the country of Italy. So a little bit of overview of what I'm going to be talking about. Why did I choose Italy? Some facts about the country, some political economy and system, the economic status and development, some cultural value and norms, some global business opportunities, some recent news, and finally I'll give my overall evaluation and give the country a grade. So why did I choose Italy? Italy is one of the most famous places in the entire world due to the fact that it has a unique shape and resemblance of a boot. It's home to many historical attractions such as the Colosseum, which is pictured in this slide, and Pompeii. They are also home to many mountains, the ocean, and some of the world's finest art. They are also home to the best Italian food anybody could ever ask for. So the Italian national anthem translates to the Song of the Italians, and it is played in many sporting events and other events. To give you a perspective of where Italy is, it's in Europe, and it's surrounded by Spain, France, Germany, Austria, Croatia, and many other countries. So the official flag of Italy. Many have probably seen this flag before, the green, the white, and the red, but many did not know that the colors actually represent stuff. The green represents hope, the white represents faith, and the red represents charity. The colors were actually inspired by nature, and every year on January 7th, there's a National Flag Day. This flag was officially adopted in 1796. So a little country overview. The country began in 1861. Most of the peninsula became unified under the House of Savi into the Kingdom of Italy. Italy incorporated Venetia and former Papal states, including Rome, by 1871. Italy is now one country with a very rich history. Continuing on Italy. The capital of Italy is Rome. They use the euro system. To put that in perspective, of US dollars, 1 euro is equivalent about $1.20 in US currency. The population of Italy is around 60 million people with around 116,348 square miles. Below, I've given some statistics about GDP. The growth rate is around 0.3%. The per capita is around 33,196. And the GDP in 2019 was around $2 trillion dollars in USD. To give you a perspective of how small Italy, I got a map that has Italy inside the United States, and as you can see, it's not very big. There's a lot of states that are bigger than Italy, but you can see the comparison. So the political economy and system. Italy is a democratic republic, which means it shares characteristics from a republic and a democracy. They have a head of state, an executive branch, a legislative branch, and a judicial branch. The prime minister, Giuseppe Conte, is the head of state / executive branch. They have a legislative branch that consists of a bicameral parliament with an upper and lower house, and a ministry of justice and the high council of the judiciary. So a little bit about economics overview. The CPI, or Consumer Price Index, is about 102.60. The U.S. is about 256, so as you can see, it's relatively low. The minimum wage in Italy is around $7.25. Versus the average U.S. minimum wage is around $11.80. Obviously, there's different minimum wages in different states, but this was the number that came up for the average in the entire United States. The average salary is around 44,580 euros, which is roughly about 52,856 USD, versus the U.S. salary, which is around $56,516. The cost of living. So the Consumer Price Index is about 26% more than the United States. The average monthly disposal after tax is around 54% less than the U.S. Basic utilities are more expensive. The gas is about 3 times more expensive in Italy per liter. And local purchasing power in Italy is about 74% less than that of the United States. So economic status and development. Italy is a fairly large economy. They're the 3rd largest in Europe and 12th largest in the world. They're ranked 12th globally in military expenditure. They're ranked 29th in Human Development Index, which isn't great, but it's not terrible. They have a 9.84% unemployment rate, again, which is not bad, but not great. They have a relatively low inflation rate of about 0.61%, and they're ranked 8th in GDP globally. So languages and religions. Their predominant language is Italian. While they do have a decent amount of English speakers, which turns out to be around 34%, then you got around 16% French speakers and about 5% German speakers. Christianity seems to be the most dominant religion, coming in around 71.4%, and then the least dominant religion is around 5%, which is Islamic. Italy is a member of many trade agreements. The first one they're a part of is the World Trade Organization, or the WTO. They're also a part of the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trades, or GATT. They're also a part of the European Union and United Nations. So, some global business opportunities. They rank 5th in the world in manufacturing, only behind China, Germany, Japan, and South Korea. They had their exports increase from 37% to 48% in industrial turnover from 2008 to 2018. They're well known for their traditional products, and these include food, fashion, and design. Foreign companies contributed to economic growth, which turns out to be around 14% of the industrial investment. They are a significant producer of cement, marble, lime, and clay. So here I have a picture of Italy's imports and exports. They mainly import engineering products, chemicals, transport equipment, textiles, food, and tobacco. They also export tobacco, engineering products, chemicals, food, beverages, and tobacco, and also minerals and metals. To give you a perspective of who actually trades with Italy, I got a graph here. We have Germany, France, Spain, US, and UK for the exports, and they import from Germany, France, China, Netherlands, Libya, and Russia. So, some recent global news. The one thing I can really think of is the pandemic. Back when this first started, Italy was one of the countries that I remember that was hit very hard. This is due to Italy's population being the oldest in Europe. Also, they admitted that they were not prepared for this pandemic. They said they were very prepared for natural disaster, but never really thought of a pandemic. As of today, around 89,344 people have died from COVID-19. So, summary. Italy has a low CPI of around 102.60. They're the third largest country or economy in Europe. They're a member of many trade organizations such as the UN, GATT, and European unions. They're a democratic republic. They use euros as a system. They got a mix of languages, but do have a decent amount of English speakers, and they're a smaller country. So based on all the facts that I gave you throughout this presentation, I would give Italy a B+. I think there's a lot of ways that this country can grow, and I think there's a lot of opportunities, but there's also some barriers with the population, the currency, obviously, and the amount of people that speak English. And that will do it for my presentation. Here are my references for all the work I provided.